What do you do if you have an aggressive parrotlet? You know, when parrotlets are young, they're sweet. I mean, this is true of all parrots. But when parrots get into their hormones, she's not in her hormones, she's just big and monstrous, my Mac girl. You know, it can be difficult. So someone wrote in, their male parrotlet is 2 years old, in love with the cockatiel, and he's worried about the parrotlet being too aggressive and hurting one of the other birds, and you know, it's real bitey, that kind of thing. So, hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Bliss. Please be sure to get your copy so that you can continue to hear Chicky to Twitter away here. So, when you have an aggressive parrot, the first thing I think you want to keep in mind is that my experience thus far is that, no, I don't want you to scare the baby. Not that Chicky 2's a baby. He is young, but he's little. You know, the hormones in parrots seem to be the same, hold on, Kailani, as they are in humans. Teenagers are hard, you know, they've got the hormones real bad kind of thing. So, first of all, recognize that your parrotlet will get better. Second of all, sweetie, stop, what are you doing? She's like, I want all the attention. Mwah. Second of all, I would get the parrotlet separated from the cockatiel. Since the parrotlet is being aggressive, the behavior is becoming inappropriate to the point to where if you're worried that your parrotlet's going to harm another bird, you know, that's enough to separate them and, for example, put that parrotlet in another room. I would consider getting a second parrotlet. If it's a female, you'll wind up with babies. If it's a male, you might have territory issues. But if your parrotlet has another parrotlet, one of the things that happens is they bond together. They try to mate, whether they are male and female or the same gender. And it's just because they're just bonding. It's just a bonding, connecting thing. So don't misunderstand it or anything. It's just them saying, you know, we're family kind of thing. And I would do that because I think it would help diminish some of those hormones. Yeah. But, you know, if not, do try putting the parrotlet in the other room. Be careful with it because, you know, that's like solitary confinement, so that's hard. It's hard on a parrot who, granted, is hormonal, but is also highly social. So you kind of have to be careful with that. Maybe you put, I'm laughing at how vocal Chicky 2 is. Maybe you put that parrotlet in a separate room from the cockatiel, but maybe there's another bird in another cage, you know, maybe the budgie, I think there's also a budgie, you know, or something, so that no bird is by themselves, and, you know your birds, you know whether or not they can be together in a cage. I wouldn't put them together in a cage. You know, I mean, you have to know your birds, right? So generally speaking, different species need to go in different cages, and out. That way they have some companionship, but you're breaking the behavior, which is what you need to do, breaking the pattern of the behavior. And then see how it goes. In a month or 3, when breeding season is coming to a shift, things might get better. But, you know, a young parrot, they're just full of hormones. So, you know, kind of understand that, like, there's a different computer program running, a virus, if you will. I don't know. It's not really, but I think it's a good metaphor. And you just have to let it kind of play itself out, and it will get better. But, you know, if you're worried about the cockatiel, do separate them. I hope that helps. You can always also do something like try to get your parrotlet on a harness so that when your parrotlet's with you or with other birds, there's this mental, you know, psychological restraint. And I don't think a harness should be that. It really is that. Sometimes that restraint is for safety so your bird doesn't fly away. Hi! Oh, good job flying, Kailani. What a good flight. Yes. And sometimes it's to restrain the bird because you don't want the bird to hurt other birds. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You have to do, I think, what you have to do to keep everyone safe. And, you know, if that means putting them in the cage, it's a shame, like keeping them in the cage more time, then that's what you do. But otherwise, if you could just put them in separate rooms. All right, I've said that a couple of times. If you have any questions about parrots, please be sure to comment below. Or you could send a message via parrotbliss.com or Facebook and Instagram. Hi, Kailani. You came over to say hi. Kailani doesn't fly well, so she really wanted to come over and say hello. And there's my Mac girls. Thank you for joining us in this blissful video. We will catch you next time.